Hi, everyone, and welcome to Some Gathering Required, your podcast for all things magic. I'm Pat, and today I'm joined with Daytime and John. So, here's a little intro about us. We have about 30 years' experience between us when it comes to Magic the Gathering. So, John, why don't you tell us why you play Magic over other card games?
So, the big thing about Magic is I'm into Commander, and I like being able to play more than just a 1v1 format. And most other card games don't have that.
That is true. Being able to get together with a group of friends is nice. Daytime, what about you? Why did you choose Magic over, like, Pokemon
Man,
or
I think really I chose it just because, like you said, it's definitely got the way better multiplayer if you're wanting to play with multiple people like that. And I just like that there's a bunch of different formats. In the event that you didn't like Commander, you can play Standard or Modern. And I kind of like that. It kind of makes it a little more diverse.
So, the variety of choice, different ways to play.
Absolutely.
All that.
You have anything to add about that?
No, I think I agree with both of y'all on everything. The multiplayer, just the different options that you had to play. So if you're just over at a friend's house, you can play Standard, you can play Modern, you can play all kinds of things.
I also have always really praised the art style of Magic cards as well. Especially the standard set, like the normal sets. I mean, even the Universe Beyond, some of them sets, the art is fantastic.
Some of the art
I mean, look at the Lord of the Rings set, I think is awesome.
So, with your arts, what's your favorites when it comes to that? Whether it's your commander, your tribes, your colors?
I mean,
your favorite is?
My favorite commander is probably my Crinkle Mob Boss deck.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Goblin
goblins are cool, and just, art-wise, probably Duskmourn, I really like the art of that set, or Lord of the Rings was really cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've built so many decks I don't even know who's my favorite. Yeah.
That's fair. Data, want to share yours?
I would have to say, I lean, go towards the green, so I probably like Bristly Bill. He's been one of my favorite commanders. Just getting the
so
landfall, the +1s.
Yeah.
Make them big, swing them out. It's fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Stompy.
Yeah, just big stompy, go wide at somebody.
Big stompy,
Make
go
them think
wide.
about it. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I understand.
So, Pat, how about you, brother?
Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. I've built so many commander decks that I just enjoy and love playing with, but I think my current favorite is either Ishtola Knight's Blessed or my Rev Tithe Extractor.
Ooh, yeah.
I kind of like the idea that we all have very distinct different styles of gameplay, too. Mm-hmm. I mean, I tend to go wide and play kind of aristocrat-y kind of styles. Daytime's more of like a big stompy kind of player.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then you're more of a combo player, or just general synergy, not necessarily combos. We all kind of put some combos in our deck.
I do definitely build a lot more synergy than most of the people at our tables.
And you just win out of nowhere. It's like a sneak attack win.
It always is.
It really is.
And sometimes it's even with sneak attack.
Sneak attack's awesome. That's an awesome card. It's fun in dinosaurs.
It's fun in anything, dude.
Anything that costs a lot, it's fun to play with sneak attack.
Absolutely.
Now those are my favorites, but I think the most fun deck I've ever built was my the Prismatic Bridge, but the 200 card deck that I built.
It's so dumb.
Which is nothing but MDFCs, so I had to go with Essica, God of the Trees, the commander, because she's the only 5-color MDFC card.
How's the ramp in that deck?
It non-existent.
Non-existent.
It does not exist. There is not a single mana rock in there. There is not a single land fetch because I only have 10 lands in there because the rest of them are MDFCs.
Yeah,
right.
That's so funny.
It still pulled out that win the other day.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it was kind of my fault. Not gonna lie, I was pinging everybody at the whole table, and then you
myself
won.
included.
Yeah, but it was kind of I made myself an enemy, got killed, and then
we also had someone else who was the threat that I was actively protecting because they weren't coming after me.
Yeah.
So
that kind of
help get everybody low and just let me clean up. It is not a good deck.
Yeah.
Do not recommend building it, but it was fun to build.
So, what's some of the stuff you would put into a deck? Like, what's your process for building decks?
All right. So to start off with the process, the hardest part is probably finding a good commander.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then definitely building around that commander and what it wants to do.
Yeah,
so let's take my Rev Tithe Extractor for example.
Mm-hmm.
She has whenever a creature attacks, up to one creature I control gets. Actually, it's not even I control. Just up to one other creature gets death touch until end of turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Then when a creature deals combat damage to a player, I exile the top card of their library face down.
Yeah.
And I make a treasure token. So, one or more creatures will combat to a player, I get the top card and a treasure.
Nice.
She does not let you spend mana as though it were any color, and her being mono black does kind of slow that theft down a little bit.
Yeah, but you have treasures to make up
You
for
do
that.
have
though.
treasures.
Yeah.
But then you also include cards like, I'm blanking on the name, but there's a Pitiless Plunder.
It creates treasures when creatures die.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have that. Then you also
Yeah.
fill it with a bunch of creatures that either can't be blocked, have shadow.
Yeah. Revel and Riches also.
Revel and Riches, obviously, we're making treasures.
Yeah. Some of the Gaunties maybe.
There is definitely a Gonti in there because I'm pretty sure there's only one mono black one.
No, there's 2 mono black
There are
ones
2?
at least. Because I know there's the Night Minister, and then there's one from Thunder Junction's also mono black.
That's the one that's in that I have.
Yeah,
in
one of them does create treasures. Whenever an opponent casts a spell that
they
wasn't theirs,
that they don't own.
that they don't own. Yeah.
But this is not a group steel deck, so I'm still in it now. It does have some annoying cards in there that really made me a target the last time I played it.
Yeah, it shuts
That
down.
Dothy Voidwalker shut down at least 2 decks in that game.
It didn't hurt me much, but it was funny at least.
Yeah, it was hurting
the
Wise
Mill deck a
Mothman.
lot, yeah. And
who put that Frank Sanity on on that other one. So
Yeah.
since the cards get exiled instead of going to the graveyard,
Yeah.
Right.
Frank Sanity just doesn't trigger.
So do you have like a specific process you go about building? Do you just start with the commander and build down from that?
Basically, yeah, starting with Commander, and I wouldn't say I build down from there, I build up from there.
Gotcha.
I try to find cards that would definitely help out with what the Commander wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are some times where I will build down from there, where the Commander's doing something good, but I want other cards that will help it do good.
Yeah. Are there any cards that go in every single deck you build?
With the exception of that 200 card deck, yes. I will definitely always include a Soul Ring, and if I'm playing colorless, I won't put a Arcane Signet or a Commander Sphere, but I also don't put a Commander Sphere in it.
I don't put Commander Spheres either.
So when you're building like that, like when you're looking at towards the synergy of a card, how do you kind of dictate what you're going to do with that, like to make sure it synergizes the best?
So when I'm building a deck, I will definitely use like EDH Rec and a few other resources just to get a general idea of
just to
how
get
I
your
want to go.
resources.
Yeah, it's easy to look up just like a few simple combos or things that work. It's not going to take up the whole deck. You're never going to be able to find a deck that's almost purely combo pieces.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you just want to make sure that it does synergize pretty well.
Yeah.
You don't want,
And it's
you're
also,
doing 1/1s and you don't want something that you're doubling tokens on.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want most of your deck. You do want to do pretty good with your commander, like synergize
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
lot. Like, yeah.
now, I'm blanking on what I was going to say.
well,
anyways, so won't put in Commander Sphere, which I don't use that in anything anymore. 3 mana for a 1 mana rock that you can sacrifice.
I
draw
don't
a card.
hardly
There's just
put-
better options.
the only one I will
Oh,
use
put it
is
in there.
the Relic of Legends. Is the only 3-drop mana rock I'll use.
Well, yeah, but that also turns your commander into a mana dork.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I
Or
mean,
any other
and
legendaries
if
you
you build
have.
like Legend, Legend Tribal or something, Legend matters.
Now, it is also a different process for if I'm building like for a casual table or if I'm building for
yeah,
CEDH.
it makes a big
absolutely,
difference. A big difference.
It does.
Like that Ratadrabic deck that I build an entire table in turn 3 with,
Yeah.
Right.
being Orzhov, which nobody saw coming.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
Even though,
convenient.
like 30 minutes before the game, I was talking to one of the opponents, and I was like, "Yeah, there's a potential turn 3 win in this deck."
Yeah.
Right.
But then I'm going to look for as infinite combos as I can get.
Yeah, it's the most cost effective, or not cost effective, but mana value effective.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Infinite combos. Like, I mean, I play my CEDH deck is a Dimir deck, and I play Demonic Consultation into Thassa's Oracle, and you can win on easily turn 1 or 2 or 3 on that if you need
for
to.
sure.
And that's one of the most effective win cons. I know it's dirty to do that, but it is like that
But
though.
when you're playing at that, that type of environment and that type of level,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's dirty.
Oh, yeah,
You're just
yeah.
trying to win the game.
I wouldn't.
You're
I
just trying
wouldn't
to
play
get
it
your
at a
next-
casual table at
Yeah,
all.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a lie you have.
You're not there to have fun. You're not there to make friends at that
And I
point.
want
You're
to
just trying to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just trying to win.
What about you? How's your deck building process, Daytime?
Man, I usually just get my commander, kind of start at the top,
Yeah.
go from there, find all the cards that synergize,
Yeah.
try to get enough ramp for it,
Yeah.
depending what I'm playing. And I've actually kind of started playing around with this new idea that I'm going to try to incorporate, and maybe I can give us some feedback on it. But so kind of like a 33, 33, 33. So picture you're building a 33 card deck and put all the creatures, your ramp, and everything for those 33 cards, and then start over with the process again. Then when you put them all together, you essentially have 3 decks. So these cards are going to synergize with these cards and kind of keep going.
Oh, so you're kind of building toward 3 different combos.
Well, they're all
going to
kind of be like they're all going to be using for that same combo.
I guess that makes sense
or to all synergize with the rest of the deck.
Because I have an Eloise deck, which she says whenever a creature dies under your control, create a clue token, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says whenever you sacrifice a token, surveil 1. So I've built it around sack outlets, like aristocracy.
Yeah.
I also built it around artifacts matter, because why wouldn't I? It's Dimir and artifacts. I can melt people with that kind of stuff. And then I also built it around clues and making clues matter too. So drawing cards out. So it's 3 different play styles mixed into one deck.
And that's kind of what I've been doing.
Sense.
So everything kind of synergizes. If I can't get this one piece for this combo here, I still have these other shots to do it as well. So it all synergizes really well. Yeah. And I've been kind of playing around with that.
And I build my decks a little differently, where I don't start with the commander. I start with what I want to do with the deck. And then I find a commander that fits that archetype or that feeling I want to use. Usually I will search for probably one of the better of those that would do it.
Absolutely.
But still, I don't start with the commander generally. I start with what I want to do, what combo pieces I have that fit into that archetype, and then I'd put a commander that fits those colors usually. So yeah, it starts, which I know a lot of decks start with the commander, but I like to rely on the commander not as much usually.
Yeah.
If I don't have to, because my casual table plays a lot of removal.
I was about to say, so you're kind of building it as, man, this deck is going to perform even if I don't have
to. Oh, yeah.
It's still going to be able to win even without him.
Yeah, I'm building a race car without the driver. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
And that's kind of cool.
I build my race car around the driver.
Yeah, which makes sense too. They both are effective ways of doing it.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about it is you can have, just for example, it's 3 of us here, but we all have 3 different ways to build a deck.
Yeah,
And that's what I love about it. It's unique to each person. And you do it the way you want to do it. Yeah. Another aspect of tying in.
You can also see people's their thought process and how their mindset works when they're building and that kind of stuff as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's interesting. I know we all play different stuff. Do y'all play a lot of ramp? Do you play a lot of artifact ramp?
It's going to depend on the colors that I'm using.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If I'm playing anything with green in it, I've got a lot of land ramp with a few artifact rocks like Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, or the Talismans.
Do you try to put the land ramp that search specifically for a forest, or is that more higher tier deck building?
I
kind
do.
Of stuff?
I will do land ramp that searches for a forest or anything non-basic, because I do run a lot of non-basics in mine.
Yeah.
But I usually only run the ones that can enter on top.
What's the proportion for like a casual setting there for you?
For a casual setting, it's going to depend on the colors and what I have available.
That's true.
But usually I like to be at least 50-50 on non-basics and utility versus basics.
Yeah.
If not heavier towards the non-basic.
Yeah, I try to aim a little bit more toward non-basics as well.
Same.
Yeah. I know that
it's just a good balance.
And our table doesn't really run effects like Blood Moon anymore.
No,
that would never be in any of my decks again.
Well, that's an inside joke. That's great. The Blood Moon's great. I can't say nothing though. In my Krinko deck, I had Keldon Firebombers for a long time, which destroys all lands, but I think 6 or 3. That each player chooses 3 and it destroys the rest, or 6 and which is nasty. Yeah,
that is filthy.
Yeah, I took that.
Especially when you're playing goblins and there's not very many of them that are full.
I mean, if you have an Urza Incubator out, all your goblins are going to cost basically nothing. But
that's true.
Yeah, but we definitely can build some mean stuff, but the group definitely targets us for it. Yeah, definitely,
you will be punished.
Yes, they do. Even when you're not the threat.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, then we touch on what was your favorite deck you've built? For either of y'all?
We did for him.
Mine was the Stoller.
Stola. It probably is Krinko.
Probably Krinko.
I get targeted so much using it, but it really is just, it's so fun. It's goofy and it can win in different ways.
Yeah.
I think that's probably my favorite deck I've ever built.
I think I always enjoyed my Immodane.
Immodane is fun.
Just, man, the amount of
very blasty.
It is very blasty.
Very blasted.
But it was so fun. I mean,
Yeah.
just flinging instances, everybody's taking the damage.
It's so great.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. That Lord of Pain
The
that
Lord
you
of Pain
kind of
was
upgraded
equally-
is really
yeah,
good.
It was
Yeah,
equally fun.
yeah. I built Indoraptor is really fun for me.
Yeah.
Which Indoraptor is a very interesting card.
That is very interesting.
Yeah,
card.
you want to ping yourself because it's enraged mechanic, so you want it to be dealt damage. So you
Yeah.
either want to ping your creatures or swing them out and have other people hit them or block them or something. So it incentivizes the other players to not block them, because if they
Right.
did, I'm gonna get the double strike or the menace damage because they have menace. So it's gonna hit it's gonna
Yeah.
possibly kill you or destroy a creature or something
Well,
at
I was about
least.
to say, like,
Yeah, because with menace, you're getting blocked by two
Yeah.
creatures. That's two
Yeah.
sources of damage, and that's two triggers for it.
Yeah, and you
Right.
play a lot of red of the like deal 2 damage to each creature, like
Yeah.
stuff like that, just to get that pinging out.
when I always love playing Pat's Rowan.
Rowan is
Yeah,
fun.
Rowan,
just to
that
see
was
what he
a
was gonna
fun
do.
deck.
Rowan's
How he
so
was gonna
fun.
hurt himself
Yeah.
to be able to get the ban.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it's
I
like,
would
what's he
take
gonna
myself
do?
down to 1 life to cast a spell, only
Yeah.
for someone to hit me with a lightning bolt at the same time.
I tell you
Exactly.
what, Will Scion a piece is the opposite of
Yeah,
Rowan,
yeah,
where
it
it's
is.
They're
Azorius, it's life
antagonistic
game.
to each other.
Yeah, and I built Will, and it's really fun, but it does not seem nearly as fun as Rowan does.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
much fun.
but it does get sneaky on you, and I've killed you a few times because of that.
So, Approach of the Second Son is not sneaky.
No, but Rowan is sneaky.
Oh,
what I'm
Rowan
saying.
is,
Yeah,
yes.
no.
Rowan is sneaky to everyone
He's
at the
very,
table,
very
including the
sneaky.
player of
Yeah,
Rowan.
yeah.
It's very sneaky.
And well, it's
yeah.
tricky to manage your life totals and what you can do and stuff, because, like you said, somebody could be holding a shock or a lightning bolt.
Exactly.
Exactly,
Or,
yeah.
or I think I was playing like an Orzhov Aristocrats one time, and I
Yeah.
just sacked 3 creatures and killed you. So I
Yeah.
mean, that happens sometimes. But
But yeah, too. Otherwise, Rowan, if you let someone pay 37 life,
Yeah, exactly.
she's a problem.
you better
Yeah,
have a
she-
response.
absolutely,
That's
yeah,
all I gotta
that's right.
say. Better have
That's
a
my
response.
that's my only issue with her is I get tunnel vision
Yeah.
and I stop paying attention to the rest of the board because
Yeah.
I want to hurt myself.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, Rowan is so fun. I need to build Rowan. That's so fun.
I need to rebuild mine.
Yeah. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
believe you took that apart. It was so fun.
Well,
That's
there's
such
a
a
bunch
good
of cards in there I needed for like that Rata Drabic that I built.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that
For a
makes
more
sense,
competitive
yeah.
setting, so I took some.
Gotcha. Yeah, I took a lot of my cards out of some of my decks for my Eureka deck. So
As much as I enjoy that Ishtola, I'm probably going to take that apart as well,
yeah,
just because it's a little powerful for the casual group, but it's not strong enough for competitive play.
yeah.
Gotcha.
It's in
So
that
kinda
weird area
stuck.
where I really don't have a place to play it.
Yeah.
So
In that weird stuck, yeah.
Daytime, as the resident green player, like what kind of removal do you look for in decks? 'Cause it's hard to find in green.
It is, but if I can find it, I would definitely want to get rid of it for some enchantments, some artifacts.
Flying creatures.
Yeah, definitely something with
I
roots.
mean, you're big stompy. You can just make it fight something else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true. If you
But
have fight
sometimes-
spells,
I don't know, when you get the flying creatures and somebody's swinging at, and there's really nothing you can do to block. It can
Yeah.
definitely put a damper on your
it can
day.
be
can,
rough, but
But at the same time, green has so many fog effects.
It
Yeah.
does. It does.
it
have a
does. It
lot.
does have fog effects.
It
It's
really
nice.
does.
And it's so cheap. One
Oh,
mana
yeah.
generally to do a
Mhm.
fog. Some of them are
And
one
that's
mana,
nice.
and that's if you don't pay the X and make them stronger or
Yeah.
stuff like that too. So
On that, how about you? How about yours?
so I generally will splash into white or black, so I have that very efficient, very effective removal.
Yeah.
White's got all the exile
Oh
spells.
my gosh. Yeah. So many of them.
And destruction in black is just the best. Making people sack stuff. One of my favorite cards is Blasphemous Edict. It just
Oh my
makes people
gosh.
makes everybody sacrifice 13 creatures. Since I play so much aristocrats, it's really fun. But usually I won't put counter spells in the deck though. Like I'll build blue but not put counter spells just because I would much rather remove the threat afterwards. I like leaving a threat on board for my other opponents to deal with.
See, I'm in the opposite boat. I would rather throw in counter spells than
Yeah.
removal, so
Yeah.
that it's never a threat to begin with.
Yeah, but my thing is our play group plays so much removal anyway.
Absolutely.
Like we have a Rakdos player who really likes removal, or a lot of people like a lot of removal,
Oh,
and so I don't
absolutely, yeah.
need the counter spell most of the time because somebody else will counter
Yeah,
it,
somebody
or
else
somebody else will
before-
remove it before
Yeah.
it's too big of a threat.
Yeah, before it gets back to you. Yeah.
Like a rooftop storm, Yeah,
Yeah, that was countered. That wasn't.
that was countered. Yeah, it wasn't coming to the battlefield, was
No,
it?
God, no! I needed that energy.
Yeah, in like that kind of stuff, it's hard to pinpoint what you're gonna put removal wise into a deck until you get to
Exactly.
building those colors.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like I have a copy of Oko. So if I have a Simic deck, I'm throwing Oko in there because that's removal.
Absolutely.
That's the best kind of removal too. It's funny.
That's your commander's no longer an issue. It's a 3/3 elk.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. It's instantly.
That's exactly right.
Just,
Hot take, he should probably be banding.
he's really
Yeah,
strong.
probably.
He
So,
is really
what-
strong.
What I would like is that if they banned him and let any legendary planeswalker, which is all of them, be a commander.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
they
they
did with
should
the
let
vehicles.
Oko be a
Yeah.
commander too.
I disagree. Every other planeswalker, their abilities are on other cards.
Okay, that new Ugin is really broken too.
The new Ugin is, but it's still not.
Yeah, it is.
There are other cards that do what he does.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
Yeah.
I guess Oko +1
That
it
+1,
turns a
it becomes
creature.
an elk.
It's really
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's let planeswalkers be commanders because
Yeah.
that would open up a whole lot more builds.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because
I
I,
agree.
absolutely love my Fraley's Llanowar's Fury deck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially when I'm swinging God knows how large of creatures at y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the
And-
plays
And
I'd
then
like to
someone
build
deflecting
that
his palms.
the Mir Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge.
Mhm.
I'd like to build that. That'd be a fun commander.
That would be.
Yeah. It'd probably get countered or
Yep.
destroyed
Right.
instantly, but yeah, it's a nasty card too. But yeah, it just removal's interesting. What do you do for removal generally?
It's going to depend on the colors again.
Yeah,
but
of
I do
course.
generally splash in either blue, black, or white in my deck.
Yeah.
And if it's blue, it's going to be more counterspell
Yeah.
with maybe a couple bounce spells,
Right.
Yeah.
just so I can bounce it back to your hand, and when you cast it, I counter it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, who doesn't see that coming?
Yeah.
White, definitely going to go for the exile things. I try to stay away from board wipes.
Yeah.
Just slows
I
the
usually
game
at least
down
put
so
one in
much.
the
I'll
deck.
put one, maybe two,
Yeah.
at most.
And usually I will try to make it be one that benefits me.
Oh, absolutely.
So
yeah.
like I will put like an Aether Spouts. It
Aether
sends all
Spout.
attacking creatures
Oh,
back to
for
the
sure.
hands.
Blood money, so you just
Yeah.
get a lot of treasures and then can just cast other things.
I mean, obviously, like Cyclonic Rift is like
Oh,
the
yeah.
best one or one of the best ones.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
if you cast a Cyclonic Rift and don't win that turn,
that
You've
was
played
a
it
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
wrong
that's
play.
exactly right. Yeah.
But like I said, I like to put Blasphemous Edict in decks. I also like to put Blasphemous Act in decks
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
those are
absolutely.
one drop.
Yeah,
board
they're
wipes.
one drop board wipes, and usually you will only put them in deck if it benefits you.
Oh yeah,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like Blasphemous Act benefits my Indoraptor deck because it wants damage dealt to creatures because
Yeah.
they're all enraged, so they all will do enraged stuff. And then like I put Blasphemous Edict in my Aristocrats decks because it forces everybody to get rid of their creatures,
That's
and
right,
I
yeah.
want my creatures to die as well, so it would kill all of them as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I mean, it's you can use them to your benefit, but I don't generally put that many board wipes.
no,
in the
they,
deck.
they slow the game down, and the sooner the game is over, the sooner you get to start another one.
that's it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
exactly
of
right,
course,
yeah.
of course, yeah, of course.
But yeah, so my removal is going to depend on the colors, but usually I'll try to go with effective removal.
Mhm.
I will hold on to removal if I do
Oh,
have
yeah.
like a murder or hero's downfall or something like
Tragic
that.
Yeah,
slip.
Infernal Grass.
Tragic slip,
Yeah,
Infernal Grass.
you gotta love the tragic slip.
Yeah.
I will hold those. Especially if
Tragic
they're-
Slip is hilarious.
Yeah.
I will hold any instant speed removal until something is coming at me.
Oh, absolutely.
When
yeah.
you put Tragic Slip in like those Aristocrats deck, you sack a creature, then cast it
Yeah,
and kill something
absolutely,
just because
yeah.
it's funny. But
Bonus points if you have like Butcher of Malakir or
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
Butcher Macker is great.
was it Grave Pact or Dictate of Erebos?
Mhm.
Where when you sack a creature, everybody else also sacks a
Oh,
creature,
yeah, absolutely.
and then you kill
Nasty.
another creature.
Mhm.
Nasty.
Even more bonus points if you kill your own creature, so everybody else has to sack another one.
Yeah. Yep. Or
People have seen that done a few times.
Yep.
I've seen some crazies. I've seen somebody fracture identity of Butcher Malakir, so
Oh,
everybody has a copy of
God.
them except for them. I said that person's never getting the creature out. I've seen. I've played
Nobody's getting a
before.
creature out.
I've played
No.
before and had a Butcher Malakir and a copy, and somebody else have a copy of Butcher Malakir, and we
Oh my
all
gosh.
sacked everything just from one
Yep.
trigger.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was back at your old house.
Yeah, that was with my Teysa Karloff deck.
Yeah.
That doubles the death triggers.
Mhm.
So
So you were getting 4 of those death triggers,
Yeah.
and then someone
Yeah.
else was getting 4 of them.
Yeah.
Then you were getting.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yep.
Oh my
So
goodness.
what it was is I think he was playing like a wide deck as well, and I sacked a creature, or he swung at me and I blocked, and one of my creatures died, And so he had to sack 4 creatures, but since he sacked 4, I had to sack 8 because it just was weird that it worked that way.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
That is wild.
Yeah, it was funny deck though.
It does get pretty.
That
cool.
was one of my most fun decks, and I would say was one of my strongest decks as well. Other than like my Yuriko or my Flubs the Fool deck, like those three.
Now, Flubs the Fool. Let's be honest here.
Is a popcorn deck.
It was a popcorn deck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was
fun.
strong. It was annoying to play against just because you would take 20-minute turns to do nothing.
I also didn't lose very often with it.
No.
Because people just quit because you were taking so long at turns. They just gave up.
Yeah, we just
I
decided
remember
to
one time
scoot.
playing with Cody and he like went outside and smoked during my turn and he come back in and just
That's funny.
it's still my turn. I played like 8 lands that turn,
Yeah.
sacked all of them, brought them all back. You know,
That's funny.
the fun stuff. Why did I have Aftermath Analyst in that deck? I should have put him in there.
He wasn't out at the time.
Oh, was he not?
No, Aftermath
Oh.
Analyst was
Dustmore?
no, Edge of Eternities.
Yeah, Edge of Eternity.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you took Flubs apart way before that came
I
out.
thought it was Karlov.
Aftermath.
Analyst? Yeah, is that not the one where you sack it and you put all lands for
Yeah, that's.
I
Edge
thought
of
it was in
Eternities.
Karlov. Because I thought it was in the Dustmore precons.
Oh yeah, it was in Karlov.
Yeah, I thought it was because I have a copy of it from Karlov.
Okay. There is. It was reprinted in
Edge as well.
Edge of
okay.
Eternities.
Yeah. That precon, right?
The Jund precon.
Yeah, the World Shaper.
Hearthhole.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
World Seed.
World Shaper precon.
Is that what it was called?
I think that's what it's
I
called.
think that's.
I know
what
the
it is.
commander was Hearthhole.
Yeah.
The World
That's a
Seed.
fun precon.
That is a very fun
It
and
is.
very
Yeah.
strong, just out of the box.
It's very strong.
Yeah, so I've kind of gone over like what my strongest decks are, what my most fun are. Like, do y'all have anything that stands out in particular?
I think for me, it was definitely my Emodane. She was just stout, quick.
Immodane was fun to
She
play.
was very fun.
Yeah.
That, and I think a close second would be that Lord of Pain.
Oh man, I hate that deck so much. It's so funny.
The
It's
death.
strong in its own right,
It's
but
so
it's so
funny.
fun.
Even more funny when someone casts a Bahamut and you just nuke someone else because they only have like 9 life.
Man, that was so
Or an
fun.
X spell,
Yeah.
anything
Just,
like
I
that.
mean, just that effect is just so.
I
so
wish it was random.
gnarly.
If it was random, I think I'd like it better.
Yeah,
If it was random, so you want Vile Smasher the Fierce instead of.
pretty much.
Yeah.
I like it kind of like
Yeah.
being random because then I mean you could just find the one guy and just pick on him
Yeah.
if you want to, or just be like, oh, this guy's probably gonna be a threat to me in a couple turns. I'm just gonna start pinging him
Yeah,
to try to get him out as quick
Yeah,
as
or
I
a
can,
deck
you
that
know?
particularly like synergizes good with you,
Oh, for
or
sure.
is really strong against that kind
Yeah,
of deck.
absolutely.
You would ping
Just
them
ping
every
them,
turn.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, we played where I was playing Artifact Aristocrats with my Eloise, and Cody was playing his. He was just playing the precon though. He was playing Valgavoth precon, and we were benefiting each other and killing
Oh,
everybody else
Absolutely, yeah.
at the same time. So I mean, ideally he would target me.
Which we've had some games with that kind of synergy as well. When you were playing Group Hug and I was playing Chulain.
Yeah.
That was like turn 5. I had 16 lands.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah, that was wild. Yeah, and the game didn't last very much longer, did it?
No, it did not.
Yeah, didn't need
That's
to.
what group hug's supposed to do.
I mean that Labman and the Cloudstone Curio
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
were just throwing out.
And I was trying my hardest to make that game last longer, and you just would not.
No,
You
Just
would
wouldn't
not.
let it go.
you tried bouncing everything back
Yeah.
to my hand, and my Teferi's Ageless Insight should not have been bounced back to my hand. But that was a misplay on my part that just made my turn take a little longer to win.
Yeah, it's fine. You were able to do it.
Instead of drawing 2 cards, I was drawing
Yeah.
1.
Right.
Yeah. Do y'all have like a game of Commander y'all have played that like just stands out in your head like very distinctly?
Man.
Oh God.
Probably the time, and I don't remember the name of the deck that Pat had or who the commander was, but it was the Steal Your Stuff deck.
Oh,
And it
Jaleva.
just popped off.
And turn 3 had her
Turn
with
three.
with haste
Yeah.
and hit John's Breach the
That's-
Multiverse.
You know, guys,
Yeah.
usually
Cast.
I will stick a game out where they're like, I'm mana, right, like I have no mana. It's like turn 12, I have 3 mana. I'll stick with it just to see what happens. I literally scooped. I usually don't.
The
do
entire
that.
table scooped.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I
going
usually
to
don't.
until everybody else
Yeah,
did.
everyone else did.
Yeah.
Usually I just stick it out and go.
I
along
wouldn't
for
not go
the
1v1
ride,
and breach the multiverse on turn
but
3.
yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
turn
that?
3 breached the multiverse, hit
Yeah.
my Thought Stealer Dragon,
Mhm.
Oh,
and a bunch of other people's
no,
really
wait.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Brain Stealer Dragon.
Brain Stealer Dragon.
Brain Stealer Dragon. Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember that, and I
That's
was just
what
like,
your
yeah,
thoughts
that was probably
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Basically.
that was probably
Have
one
you
of
put
the
Nautilus
the
with anything?
funnest. But
It was in that.
Was it? Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
fun card too.
I just
Oh, I
remember
should
that.
probably
I
put
was just
that
like,
back.
yeah, we're skipping. We're done. But
Yeah.
it was crazy to watch just
Yeah.
how everything unfolded. I mean,
My-
it was just absolute
Oh, God.
perfect.
My
setup
favorite
for that,
deck,
you know?
or my favorite game I can think of is I played a game in a tournament in Dyersburg.
Mhm.
I played a game and it was I ended the turn with 13,000 1/1 goblin creatures.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
let that Krinko get out of control.
Yeah,
See,
they
and
let
you
it get
wonder
way out
why
of
you
control.
get targeted when you
Yeah.
play Krinko.
Yeah, Sting does a lot of work for Krinko.
Well, yeah, being able to tap him twice on
Yeah.
your turn and one
If
time
I'd
on
had
else's.
impact trimmers, it'd been over way before
Oh,
that.
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, way
Absolutely.
before that. But it was funny to watch a dinosaur deck fall victim to 13,000
Oh
goblins.
yeah,
just a
imagine.
horde of goblins,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, that was great, and it was in a tournament. It wasn't even like a casual game really.
Yeah,
It was
right.
just funny.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
some games that stick out to me was also in a tournament in Dyersburg.
Yeah.
Was that Radadrabic deck where I milled an entire table in Orzhov
Yeah.
by turn 3.
Oh my gosh,
Whew.
yeah. That's.
I was playing a Mothman, a Human Tribal, and Kinnan, the Simic one.
Nice,
Oof.
nice. Is it the Adventure Cannon or the?
No, not the Adventure one. The one that when you tap a non-land permanent for mana, you get an additional
Gotcha.
mana.
That's
Okay.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Very strong deck. I'm told. I didn't really get to see it.
Yeah.
Right.
I milled everyone at the table except the Kinnan player had Endurance in his hand, so he evoked it in on his upkeep, so he wouldn't draw and die. But in response to his upkeep
Yeah.
ending, I milled him out again. So
Oh,
Nice.
technically, it was his turn 4, my turn 3,
Yeah.
oh wow.
and basically it's a combo with Radadrabic of Urborg,
Yeah.
a Nazgul, and Altar of Dementia.
Yep.
So-
Yeah.
So Radadrabic has Vigilance, Ward 2, other zombies you control have Vigilance, and when a legendary creature you control dies, you make a token that's a copy of it, except it's not legendary and it's a 2/2 zombie.
Oh my gosh.
But
yeah.
since
So,
when the na-
but
yeah.
the Nazgul, when they enter, the ring tips you, and your ring bearer is legendary.
Wow.
So he made the Nazgul legendary again.
And then sacked it to the Altar of Dementia, making everyone mill 3 cards because the ring tempted me, so it got a +1/+1.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's such a funny combo.
Dude,
It
that's-
is.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
wild combo.
It's one of
That's
those like
awesome,
pseudo
dude.
legendary or pseudo infinites where it can go infinite, but you can stop it at any time.
I
Right.
my last game in one of my last games in Dyersburg, I played a thieving skydiver. Which do you know what that does?
I do not.
So if it's an X spell, so it's 2 mana and X, kicker X, and the X says whenever thieving skydiver enters the battlefield, take control of target artifact X mana or less.
Okay.
Right? So you usually would use it to steal like a mana rock or something very
Oh.
valuable or something. One of my opponents was playing stacks and had a card called Draenith Magistrate. So you couldn't play cards anywhere but from your hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is what
Your
that says.
opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hand.
Yeah.
That means no commander.
Interesting.
So I politicked my way into convincing one of my other
He says politics, but he
opponents.
lied.
Yeah.
I,
there you
just-
go.
I
Just
told
say
I
what
told
it
him I was
is.
gonna get rid of it.
That's not getting rid of
So I talked one of my opponents into using liquid metal coating, right?
liquid metal torque.
Liquid metal torque, and I said if you turn it to an artifact, I can remove it. So he turned it to an artifact. I played Thieving Skydiver and stole his Draenith
Oh
Magistrate
my gosh.
and had control of it. So I was playing stacks in a Demir deck, which is the funniest thing
That
ever.
is so funny.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is hilarious.
It's
I
great.
think another one of the games that I really liked was before the Radadrabic deck, I would just try out random things at that tournament.
Mhm.
And the deck I was trying, I don't remember what it was, but I didn't win that round, so I didn't go to like a winner's bracket or anything. I was
Yeah.
out pretty early. But when you're out up there, you have a chance to just play with other people
Oh,
casually.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was playing Zindersplit and Akun.
Oof, I love that card.
To be fair, I let the person sitting across from me pick the deck that I played. I showed him the deck boxes. I was like, "You take your pick," and he picked that one.
Nice.
It was about turn 4 or 5 in, and I'm just over here flipping coins, having a grand old time, and I apologized to the players. It's like it usually doesn't do this because I was winning flip after flip because of Clark's thumb.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry, it doesn't usually play like this. And they said, "Oh yeah, how's it usually play?" I was like, "Yeah, it usually wins by now."
That's funny. That's pretty fun.
Oh man, I need to build them.
I
They're
think it
so fun.
I think in that tournament I played my mono green, my Freylings.
Yeah.
Anyways, that brings us to the commander of the day. Today's commander is going to be Hope Estheim.
Yeah.
So, how would we go about building that?
You throw in a lot of life gain. I mean,
For
obviously
sure.
it's Azorius, so you're missing out on some of the life gain stuff. But
I mean, not really all that much, but well, let's go ahead and let people know what Hope Estheim does first.
yeah. Please read the card.
So Hope Estheim is a blue-white legendary human wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And he has this wonderful ability that at the beginning of your end step, each opponent mills cards equal to the life you've gained this turn.
Yeah.
So it does only happen on your turn, so a bunch of instances that gain you life when other people attack aren't really going to do you much good except help keep you alive.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're going to have plenty of life gain in there for that not to be an issue. So, what are we thinking here? We're thinking cards like, I don't know, like the blue and white crystals, the wind and water crystal.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
one of the newer sets. I
absolutely,
mean, you also throw in win cons like Test of Endurance or,
Felidar
Felidar Sovereign, yeah. Or
Because you're going
Approach
to be
Second
gaining
Sun just for fun, you know.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the main win con that I would want to use just because it can take so long because you're not
Yeah.
really drawing a lot of cards with this.
Right.
Yeah, but it's still life gain, though.
But it is still 7 life you gain, so that's going to be
Yeah.
7 cards everybody
Mhm.
gains. Now let's see about making Hope a little bit more powerful in its ability, like Ishtola Rule,
Mm-hmm.
the blue legendary or mono blue Ishtola.
Yeah.
So you get additional end steps, and you get to blink a
Nice.
creature out and blink it back in.
Yeah, it's
That'd be
nasty.
really nice.
So if you have something like a Soul Warden out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're getting that extra life, and so people are, instead of milling 7 cards, they're now milling 8 cards as well for
Ouch.
15 cards in one turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a combo there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to throw some cards that gain you life off of gaining, or draw you cards off of gaining life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, like Well of Lost Dreams? Yeah, Well of Lost Dreams. Yeah, and the Drog Skull Reaver, which basically says whenever you gain life, you draw a card. So anything like that.
Yeah, so that would definitely help fill your hand up so you can start doing more stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, since you're gaining all this life, you might as well make your spells cheaper. Like, we've got the wind and the water crystal in there, which
Mhm.
wind does white spells cost 1 less and doubles your life gain.
Yeah.
The water crystal makes someone, if they would mill, they mill 4 more than they would have. So
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of 7, that's now going to be, 11?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, math's not my strong
Yeah.
suit. But
Yeah. Well, another big win con you could do is like Aetherflux Reservoir.
every time
Could win
you cast
you
a spell,
really fast.
you just
Good.
gain life, and then you can just pay 50 life and nuke someone.
Yeah, I mean, and if you
Or that Oko that's on the field.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have like Drogskull Reaver, Aetherflux Reservoir, and a way to untap mana or something, you could do a lot. Or Will Sign of Peace would be good
Oh, yeah.
for that. Yeah,
Making your spells cost less.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's nasty.
100%. Of course, you're gaining life, so we've got 1 life doubler in there. Let's throw in a Rock's Faith Mender.
Yeah,
Then All of Merit's Archive.
Yeah.
So not only we're getting double, but then we're getting times 4 and then times 8 the life we
Yeah.
would get.
what do you feel about putting stuff that gives +1/+1 counters whenever you gain life, like Heliod Suncrown or stuff like that?
If I'm going to do that, I'm going to want it to combo with something, maybe like a Walking Ballista.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's nasty.
That
Yeah,
would be really good.
that'll work.
Or just make your commander a little bit bigger so he survives longer. You're
Yeah.
not just going to get killed to a blasphemous act or something.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure.
That's true.
Now, when it comes to spells and everything, what are we looking at, like instances and sorceries? I know we said Approach of the Second Sun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking like a space-time anomaly.
yeah.
So
That'd be good.
make someone mill half their deck. Of course, if I'm going to do that, I'm also going to throw in a Kingling Stone.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you get Will Sign of Peace out there, you play a lot of these spells that are like gain X life, draw X cards,
Like
or something like
Heliod's
that.
Intervention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
that kind of stuff. That's what I would do. I would focus on card draw and removal if I was playing
Yeah.
this particularly, and then all my creatures and artifacts would be kind of toward the life gain kind of.
So we'd also be looking at throwing in cards like Swords of Plowshares, Path
Yeah.
to Exile,
Oh yeah,
just to be able to get some of that removal out.
just a
Yeah,
little bit of
absolutely,
removal.
yeah.
At
maybe,
least.
maybe even a Farewell.
Yeah.
Throw in 1 or 2 board wipes in there. I mean, honestly, you'll probably be gaining a lot of life.
Yeah.
So dying to that's not going to be the biggest issue. It's going to be dying to someone's commander deck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you can hold blockers a lot. You're not going to be swinging out
Oh
a
yeah,
lot.
no,
so
it's a very
Yeah.
passive deck.
and you play big booty cards, or I mean that's why it's Heliod Suncrown would be good.
I mean, at the same time, you could also
buff
throw in
shit.
creatures with lifelink
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
just
oh,
to
yeah.
gain that extra life
Just get
and
that
do
extra
some
life,
damage.
yeah.
Well, I think Drogskull Reaver has lifelink, but I'm not 100% sure. I can look that up real quick.
All right. While you're looking at that, what about like ramp? Because you want to get your spells out that's going to gain your life every turn.
Do your normal staples. You get a Soul Ring in there, Arcane Signet.
Yeah. Arcane Signet. What about blue-white talisman? Was it Talisman of Progress?
Yeah.
That'd probably be pretty good for it.
Now, would you put the...
Yeah, so Drogskull Reaver has lifelink and double strike.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that'd definitely be really good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's
So
really
you
nasty.
twice
Well,
that.
And flying.
You
so
could
it's
probably
flying
get some of the
good.
medallions in there. You could probably sneak some of those, the Sapphire medallions.
Sapphire Medallion, the Pearl
Pearl
Medallion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could probably sneak those in there.
I mean,
Two
I
of those
personally would throw the Azoria Signet in there as well.
Zoria Signet. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I just when I'm building colors that exclude green, I need to throw a lot of artifact ramp in there,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
for
stick
sure.
with the 2 drops or less. So
Yeah, I don't generally put in the 3-drop.
No,
Not for ramp.
very
Now,
rarely. Will
The
I.
Wind Crystal and Water Crystal, what are those, like 4 drops?
I think so.
I think that-
I
That's
think they're
right.
4 drops, but they reduce the cost of your blue and white spells
Right, absolutely.
respectively
So
by
it's,
1.
it's going to be worth it.
So it is better than just having a mana.
Yeah, they're 4
Yeah.
drops. 2
They are
color and 2 colorless.
But they also do more.
Yeah.
They do.
So paying the 4 for that is useful because in the same turn you can make up that 4 mana that you just
Oh,
spent.
absolutely. Absolutely.
You cast 2 blue-white spells and you're making that 4 mana back.
And you're just milling people out. That's how you win the game. Here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do you continuously gain life?
So you can throw in creatures like Nyx Fleece Ram,
Yeah.
which gains you a life on your upkeep.
Upkeep. Yeah.
You're going to have cards that whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you gain a life. So you'll want maybe some token productions.
Yeah.
Like throwing a couple of the, what's the mono white planeswalker?
Elspeth.
Elspeth, yes.
Yeah.
Including the one that just gains you life for each creature you control.
Yeah,
it's nasty.
absolutely, yeah.
Pretty good.
So that's just a good way to just keep gaining life every turn.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
With all the ways to double the life you gain, that 1 mana per turn, or 1 life per turn, can be 8 life instead.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, and usually life gain is so overwhelming sometimes, especially if you're playing really good removal and have the ability to get rid of stuff that are actual threats on board.
I would also probably include 1 or 2 of the shrines.
Yeah,
There's the mono white shrine. There's 2 mono white shrines. One that makes tokens
yeah,
equal to the number of shrines you control. There's one that gains you life on your upkeep equal to 2 times the number of shrines you control.
oh, that's
wow,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
That's
also
super
one that just
nice.
mills your opponents for the
Yeah.
number of shrines.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
you
Since we're
definitely
going with
get
mill
some
anyway,
yeah,
so
there's
might as well.
They definitely tie
there's a
right
lot
into it.
more.
And if Mill's not going to win, we do have that second and third win con in the approach to the second sun.
Test of
Right.
endurance.
Oh, 4 other win cons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're winning with Mill. Yeah,
Yeah, you
Felidar
definitely have,
Sovereign, Test of Endurance, Aetherflux Reservoir, or Approach to the Second Sun.
yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely have. a
You
lot
have
of
more
ways to
options
get
just in
there.
case someone has one of those Titans, Eldrazi Titans, that just reshuffles their deck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
because some people do throw those in there just to
Oh, yeah.
prevent that kind of stuff. Especially if they know they're going up against a mill deck. I mean,
Oh,
I'll throw one in
absolutely.
there since I have one. I'll throw one in.
Now, what about land bases?
You put your general Azorius land-based stuff. You're really good tap lands.
Hallowed Fountain.
Yeah, but I also would add any lands that add life when they enter the battlefield.
Oh, absolutely.
Even if
yeah.
they enter tapped, it still is good because you get that
that's
life
just-
you
gain
get
per
that
turn.
That's
on
3
life,
cards.
yeah.
That's 3
Yeah,
life
I
right
mean,
there. There's 3 cards off the
Yeah,
top.
2
of your
mil.
opponent's hand.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're looking at like Kabir Crossroads.
hmm
There's also the colorless one that doesn't really have much of a use in any other deck,
Yeah.
other than just producing a colorless. Radiant
I-
Fountain.
I also threw.
It also enters untapped.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that.
I gotta look at what that card's called. Well, it's in this deck actually. Let me see. I'll look for it. Just give me a second.
Of course, I'd also throw in a Tranquil Cove.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
It enters tap, but it's a blue-white source of mana that also gains you 1 life.
Yeah, that's nice. Help with that for your
And
commander.
since we're milling anyways, we might as well put in Jador Aristocratic Capital.
Oh, how about Pristine Talisman?
Oh, Pristine Talisman. That's
Nice.
a great example of
Yeah.
some ramp. It taps for a colorless, but every time you tap it, you gain a life.
That's
Yep.
super nice. Yeah.
Looking for a card.
Now,
looking for a card.
As a way to just slow your opponents down, I would put in a Authority of the Consuls.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
it's not going to cause anyone to mill anything unless you're giving them tokens.
Right.
Oh, and the land fetches like the hideouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Seraph Sanctuary. If you're building like angels,
Mhm.
it gains a life every time an angel enters under your control, but it taps for a colorless, so at least it's a land. It
It
doesn't
is a
enter
land
tapped.
that, and when it enters, you also gain 1 life. life.
Yeah, so I mean, like it's still life gain, especially a lot of the angels have lifelink, and
Oh, yeah,
I mean it depends how
absolutely,
mana
yeah.
intensive you're building there. But like that's still a good land or decent land to put in there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always like the staff that gains a life whenever you cast a white spell.
There's also one of those for the blue, which we could also throw in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Staff of the Sun Mages
Yeah, something like that.
and Staff of the Water Mages.
I think that's
Right.
right.
I
That
think the
sounds
last
right.
time those were printed was like M15.
Well, yeah, I have the white one. I don't think I have the blue
I don't
one.
know if I had
I
the
want to
other
say I
one,
had
actually.
one of each color.
Yeah, I have several of the white ones. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, anything that can gain you a little bit of life,
Oh yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even 5 life a turn is still pretty
Oh, it's still
nasty
pretty
over
good.
a
Yeah,
few turns.
absolutely. Yeah.
Then, like we said, we're going to be doubling, quadrupling, and
Oh yeah, for
quadrupling
sure. Yeah.
our
I
life
mean,
gains. So,
5 life turns
Yep.
into 20 pretty quick.
Yeah,
Or it can.
Very quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And mill is
Oh yeah.
pretty nasty.
It
Mill
definitely
is,
can be.
and I mean, let's be honest, no one's going to expect very effective mill in Azorius.
Oh yeah, that's
Not at all.
yeah.
They're
There's
not
no
gonna
way.
say that. Yeah.
But then I think I would also include like a fraying sanity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of each end step, the enchanted player mills cards equal to the cards that entered their graveyard this turn.
Yeah.
So I mean, they can just you throw in that Jador Aristocratic Capital, its adventure cost, make them mill half their library, and then hit them with that.
Ooh.
They're dead that turn.
Yeah. That would be pretty. That'd be pretty gnarly.
It's
Or even the
gnarly.
space-time anomaly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That would be super gnarly.
Well, y'all have anything else to add to this?
No, not really. Just
Seems pretty good.
if y'all have a card y'all want us to talk about as the commander of the day for next episode, just let us know. Put it in the comments. We'll do it.
Yeah, if it's not going to be at the end of a podcast, it may be just in our shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll definitely do that too. Yeah.
Well, that was the commander of the day, and that was Hope Estheim.
Hey guys, Daytime here. I'd like to say thank y'all for tuning in to our podcast of Some Gathering Required. Just make sure y'all's liking, subbing. Hope y'all enjoyed the content, and we'll see y'all next go around.
Bye.